Hey everyone, just a quick video for today as we wait for week 3. Week 3 will not be happening until Wednesday, and I'll probably get that video out the next day or Friday at the latest. So let's go ahead and get going. This is going to be the channel plans. I have, currently it's going to be just mostly Pokemon, but I do have some other miscellaneous things. We'll go and talk about what I want to do for each. So the main focus, as I mentioned, is going to be Pokemon draft, drafting, as in the team building video like the one I made earlier. The very first one, power rankings. So I'm going to go over like my drafts, everyone's teams, and we're going to discuss them. I'll probably have someone with me while we talk about it, just to have like ideas shared, and we'll then rate it on like a tier list to see like if it's good, if it's could be better, or if it's really bad and they're probably trolling. And then potential player interviews, so like maybe someone's got a really nice 5-0 streak that won 5 games in a row. We can talk to them, be like, how do you feel winning so many games in a row? Do you think you can keep it up? Do you like the team? Do you have any changes coming up or potential changes you're thinking about? Of course, in the prep videos and battle videos, as the two previous ones beforehand, we just go over like what I'm prepping for, what I'm most worried about, and then we'll go over the replay. Usually they're about 15 minutes long. Sometimes I'll be in depth though. Pokemon news and leaks. I suspect this year is when Pokemon news might start kicking off. Right now, it's been, officially speaking, it's been pretty quiet. The 10th generation is coming up, and it's going to be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, so Game Freak's probably doing something pretty huge in that area. We don't know right now. Leaks are really rare, so I don't know if we'll be getting much of those for a while. We did have a huge Terra leak thing because someone literally hacked the Pokemon company and then just started like releasing as many files as they could before they got caught. But yeah, Smogon related news, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't really follow much Smogon stuff, to be honest. I just do draft and VGC mostly. But I did take an interest in national decks after they removed Terra, and that's actually pretty fun. I enjoy that. We might look into that more in the future, depending on what happens. And then, of course, the last thing I am thinking about for Pokemon stuff is fun think about it videos. Example being buffing weaker types like Bug, innate typing buffs. So like that means like maybe fighting can be immune to knockoff effects. Right now, officially Toxic is 100% accurate if you're poison types. So that's kind of like an innate buff because normally it's 90% accurate. Move pool, nerf, and the buff discussions. Just like theory stuff, like a couple days ago I saw someone actually mention this, superpower and close combat should be swapped when it comes to their distribution, because right now a lot of Pokemon can learn close combat, and it's kind of weird because it's such a high damage fighting move with very little drawback, because you don't really care about the defense drops when you're a squishy Pokemon to begin with, so you just aim for as much damage as possible. Some non-Pokemon content. Now 90% of this channel is probably going to be Pokemon for the first year until I get really bored of it, which probably won't happen because Gen 10 is around the corner and I'm really looking forward to that. But in the event that there's like no drafts going on and things are just kind of quiet, maybe I'm on like a small little draft break. We're just waiting for drafts to start back up after they're finished. I might go over some miscellaneous gaming content like Foxhole. I play really niche games, so Foxhole is a top-down persistent World War II style game and we'll be focusing on the logistics part of that. That means like making ammo, weapons, vehicles for other players. It's a really niche game. All of these games are pretty niche, so that's listed here. And I would focus mostly on tutorial stuff at the start, like how to do some basic logi, what you could do as a solo logi player. Squad is not a game I've played much, sadly. I mean, I used to play it a lot, but the problem is that it's a really fun game. It's a really fun shooter, very content rich, but it's very heavy on the teamwork aspect. So if the team is not working together, it's kind of miserable. But when both teams are working together, and it's like really, really fun. You can have some really nice cinematic moments. Escape from Tarkov, I have a major love-hate relationship with this game. Sometimes I'll play it for like a month straight, and then I just don't want to touch it for 5 months. Because it can just be really frustrating. The devs are pretty annoying sometimes, like it's not really optimized. Some of the quests in that game is meh, but it's an extreme hardcore looter shooter survival game, and it's the only one of its kind, really. There's the closest game that comes close to it, and that's a big stretch, is Rust. But yeah, this is really the only kind of game. It's really fun when it wants to be, but when it doesn't want to be fun, it's miserable. You just don't want to touch it for a while after. the miserable stacks up. Potential Let's Play single player games. I have way too many games on my backlog. I fear I may not get to them in my lifetime, but I do have them there, and I might play some of the more shorter ones, kind of just to test the waters. Right now I'm playing Cyberpunk, but I'm too far in for me to make a video, and that would probably take too long too. Because I'm kind of taking my time and exploring, doing all the side quests, as you should be doing for this kind of game. But we'll see how that goes in the future. Playing relaxing games with friends. I don't know why I put relaxing games, because sometimes we play annoying games. Well, they're not annoying, but they're like, they can be meh on the relaxing portion. Like Marvel Rivals can be really competitive focused. Helldivers is a casual game, but it can get really intense sometimes. But only if they behave, because sometimes the memes get a little too spicy for videos. Just a little bit. We're not that crazy. Well, sometimes. Maybe when people are not on the influence, such as drunk. Some of my friends can get a little drunk and it gets a little crazy, but that's okay. We all have fun regardless in the end. Non-gaming content, I will be building a brand new computer. It's going to be a full upgrade. I'm waiting on my CPU to ship. It's going to be the 9800X 3D, and I may make a video on making the whole computer there. I'm looking forward to it. However, that computer part is not shipping for at least another month, if I'm lucky, because they're saying it's going to ship between February 14th and April 2nd. And knowing Amazon, it's probably going to be April 2nd if I'm lucky, because this is a really sought after part. Everyone wants it. It's really good. And then once I get that part shipped confirmed, I'm going to order every other component that I need. I have them all ready to go. I just don't want to have them sitting here waiting. And another thing I might try doing is maybe some miscellaneous technical support. I don't really know where I'm going to go with that. I kind of just want to fill in the blanks here, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I find something that's annoying and I save it, and then I make a little video on how I solved it for those people out in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much my channel goals right now. Like I said, 90% of it's going to be Pokemon content, 9% is going to be miscellaneous games, and mostly it's gonna be niche games like Foxhole Squad, Escape from Tarkov, those kind of games, maybe some Satisfactory, and then the 1% will be non-gaming stuff like building my computer. That's just gonna be one video, and then technical support stuff when I find them, and if I can remember to write the notes down for that. But yeah, thanks again for coming. Like I said, the next video will be week 3, probably Thursday or Friday. I'm gonna assume probably Friday at the latest, so I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be a really fun game. We're both 2-0, so whoever wins this gets to have the legendary 3-0 tag, while the other one has the 2-1. So I'm gonna get prepped for that. Anyways, thank you for stopping by, and you guys have a nice day. Bye bye.